Do, do. Hello, and green for Caliban. Welcome. How are you all on this wet evening? It's firework night, apparently. Bonfire night. I've heard a few explosions. Thank you for joining me today. I don't know what's happening with my YouTube app live stream thing. A bit strange, but there we go. That's better. How are you all doing today? Hello Krieg, hello Maxim. Thank you Maxim for joining. It's going to be a nice little casual. Good evening Christoph, how are you doing? Thank you for your support as always. Like a pile of resin right here. I mean, some of it's still a bit wet. I've tried my best. To dry it out as quick as possible today. We've got some super glue, so we are working with resin tonight. Oh, nice one, Caden. Nice one. It's good to hear. So yeah, we will be building Corswain tonight, and if there is any time left over, we'll I guess try and go for one of the Praetors. But you know, I'm going to be here for the 3 hours, so we might have the time, we might not, but if we don't, then I'll probably just build them in some other time. Just got to move all these heads and stuff about. The unboxings for the Death Guard Praetors will be over the next few days, couple of days, so we will see those. Yeah, some of these resin parts are still wet. Make sure that this piece is there that came off the gate. This is Corswain's bare head. This is his, I say, scenic base. See, look, you can see the wetness on there. So I was hoping that it would dry out before the video. I mean, it's only had a couple of hours drying out on a towel. I like to try them out as natural as possible if I can. Anyway, yeah, so we're building Corswain tonight. Shouldn't be too taxing. I should get instructions for him as well. So we should. Put those Praetors there. I brought along some friends for Corswain. I've got the Dark Angels Praetor, Marduk on his tactical rock, tactical height rock, and then just a companion. Just brought in one companion, just to keep him company, because they do like their old wings on their helmets almost as much as those Night Lord fellas. Anyway, yeah, the cloak is lovely, Maxim. Yeah, good spot, good spot. Hope this coming weekend will be the guard box. Yes, could be. What up for pre-order next weekend? We'll see. I kind of want to break for a couple of weeks. I didn't get the assassins. I'll tell you that. I just like in my video today. I was just they're just too much. 2750 is a breaking. Oh, sorry about that. Is a breaking point for me. Like it's yeah. They're more than Praetors at that point. It's just silly. Yeah, and also I'm not that keen on the models either. So this is what I'll do firstly. is, even though it's still wet, look, if you see any moisture on my fingers, it's because these pieces were still drying. I wanted to give them the... First of all, I got them late in the morning, very late, later than normal. And secondly, I wanted to give them enough time to soak. What's today's menu? Corswain is today's menu. Building the old Corswain. Hey Revan, how you doing? It has, Christoph, it has. It has been quite a while. Yeah, it's a tricky one at the moment. It's a tricky sort of couple of weeks for me, because we've got all this Horus Heresy releases, and I got the Predators, the support tank today, and then next week I'm going to get an STD next week at the weekend. It's you know, it was inevitable. And then, but also next week we've got God of War, which I will be live streaming. So over the next sort of few weeks, there's going to be a lot of things taking up my time. Still daily content, obviously, but yeah, it's just sharing that I'm going to be busy with stuff. That's all. Someone said they weren't happy about the arms, that they were plugs and sockets, that you kind of had to like guess where they went. Yeah, I see that. I'll just snap that off. Lots of detail on these fan braces though. Lovely. I'm hoping I've got another power plant vent. What a treat though at the moment. What a treat with Dark Angels and Death Guard. Two of my favourite legions. Word Bearers is up there though. Yes, you've got a Warlord badge. Well, that's amazing, Christoph. That's amazing. Wet pieces mean super glue bonds faster. Yes. The question though, Sampler, is will the pieces still glue quicker than my fingers? What's the moisture content of Super's epidermis? I don't know. You're warm into the infantry sculpts now. The Kadaris or Prime Madians. I don't know what you call it. True Scale Guardsman. I don't know. I should stop. I've just got to be really careful with this blade because it's awesome. What's going on, Brandon? How you doing? A Lego Titanicus Repentance. Well, this is a thing. Still out of stock. After, it's got to be over a month, right? Lego must be really struggling for white, black, red and gold pieces at the moment, because yeah, it's not coming into stock. I'm glad I didn't get the castle in the end. Well, I'm not glad I didn't get the castle. Who would be glad they didn't get a castle? I'm glad I didn't pick up the castle because of the STD box. I'm not really. I might go for this. I might go for the brush super glue tonight rather than precision. How is it precision max when it's really thin? I don't get it. Anyway, we're making good progress already. I might have to grab a tissue for my excitement. Well, for these wet parts that are already on the model. I mean, they'll dry out, they'll air dry eventually. But as I said, this cloak is beautiful on the inside, really thick, and you know, and I said in the unboxing, it's probably better you you spraying it first and painting it before you glue it on. But yeah, you know what I do with my models. Stuff is crazy right now. Ask a chick if she wants to watch a lunar eclipse and the world ends. Love it, Brandon. Iron Warrior's the best. Nice one. Lego Castle is better than getting the Slaves to Darkness box set. Ooh. I can get a bit of a discount off the Lego Castle too because I've got some VIP points, some VIP points. So I could get it at a nicer price. Right. Yeah, let's just crack on. I don't know how sharp this knife is today. Just got to just take the plunge. Yeah, so busy week, all of this week coming up with these releases and the STD. And then are we going to get the World Eaters before Christmas? Are we getting them in December next month? And then the Battle Forces? Yeah, I probably will skip the Battle Forces this year. He says, but then they sell out so quick. Oh, that is a big bit of slippage right there. Look at that. It goes all the way down. Be careful not to swipe off that, whatever that is at the end icon. You actually like this Slaves to Darkness box set? You're not even going Age of Sigmar? Yeah. Just building Corswain, Matt. How are you doing? What is everybody up to this evening? Are you all chilling out, or are you hobbying? You know, be good to know. Yeah. This is what we're working on tonight. Bit of Corswain. Been looking forward to him for quite a while. He's just a pipe dream for so long. I thought we'd get him earlier than Marduk, but we got Marduk, didn't we? Marduk's lovely, lovely model. If you can forgo the tactical rock thing, which has actually got more detail on it than Corswain. I have to take this hoodie off again because I start a live stream and it gets hot in here. This is pretty odd. You just stumble and all battle forces fall into your order. Yeah. I'm not really sure which ones I'd go for. I'm thinking they'll do a Gravelord one, Soulblight Gravelord. I'm thinking they'll do a Black Templars or a number of Space Marine ones. They might do an Eldar one, just to shift some more Falcons, if anything. Would they do a Knight one, Imperial Knight one, or Chaos Knight one? Is it a bit early to do a Chaos Space Marine one? Probably. Might be a way to shift all those cultists. Speaking of which, I did get a pack of cultists, but the cultist warband from Blackstone Fortress, I finally got my hands on that. I've been wanting to get that for a while. Someone said that that's a really good one for Chaos. So even though I don't think it's got 10 cultists in it, it's only got like 8 or something. Oh, you're building the last of your cataphracti for your Sons of Horus. Nice one. Hello, Russell. Have I touched the Bone Reaper sets yet? I have touched them. I have given them a good touch, but no, I've not. Have I even opened them? Well, yeah, obviously for the unboxing, but no, I haven't got as far as to just look at them. So nope, I haven't built. I have not built any of the battle forces. Well, I built the Necron one, but not the ones that I got last year, or the Gloomspite Gits one that I got the year before. So I've got 2 Mechanicus ones sat there, an Ossiarch Bone Reaper, the Gloomspite Gits, and then the Sisters of Battle. All I need to do to complete Mechanicus is buy the Combat Patrol. For Sisters, I just need to buy another one of those Castigator tanks, and then both those forces are complete. You know, with the exception of getting some Mechanicum things, which are way off in the distance. We're talking finish 6 legions, get all the Primarchs, and finish the Titans kind of thing to get some Mechanicum. I'd much rather than release some in plastic if they could do it. But so yeah, we've got a long way to go, really. But you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. So. Excellent. Look, if everyone wants to help me write an email to Games Workshop and Fortor to stop releasing so many things so quickly, you're more than welcome. They're just crazy with their release schedule. I've never seen it as packed. I mean, releasing every single Votan and the Combat Patrol all at once, just I get it, it's a new army, but they didn't do that with Sisters. They spread that over a good few weeks. For me, I just thought that the cat was out of the bag with that army. The rules were out, but then again, the rules were out for Sisters earlier in the form of the army set. Yeah, maybe a Wish.com version of Warhammer World, where there'll be models that aren't even built and hardly anything painted. You know, no one wants to see that. I will be getting some displays set up. I don't know whether I'd ever display them on the channel, but that's the thing. When you do have an alright size number of models, you can't display all of them. You just can't, like, unless you have like a ginormous house somewhere. So my motivation for fully completing some models is just not the highest that it could be. Because if it's just going to be built, painted, and then put in a box, you know, and the fact that I rarely game as well. I would not build I would not build as much as I have built over the past few years if it wasn't for the channel. Like, the channel is the main motivator for me to get models done. But likewise, I buy things for the channel too, so I also, if I didn't have the channel, I wouldn't buy as much. So I guess one feeds the other, if you want to look at it that way. What does everyone think of Corswain anyway? Do you prefer it to Marduk? Okay. I would like a new 40k army. What do you recommend? I recommend the army that you like the look of the most. And if you want to tell me which army you like the look of, I can tell you probably, unless it's Dark Eldar, Tau, and Cadians, if it's all right. Because chances are I probably would have built some of the models in those other forces. Okay, right. You can kind of get through cleaning this now. They want you to, it's really odd, because they want you to glue the wrists and the elbows to the sword first. Well, you know what? I'm going to ignore that, and I'm just going to glue these vents before they disappear. And then finally, they want you to glue the arms to its actual body, its shoulders even. So that will just slot into there quite nicely, and that will only go in one way. So we could, in theory, yeah, there's no, you see, sometimes we get so used to plugs and sockets that we kind of expect them in every miniature, and then when they're not in the miniature that you're working on, you think, oh no, what's happened? My recommendation is Titanicus army. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, they're good kits, Evan. Good suggestions. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with these. This right here seems a bit strange. Yeah, Titanic starter set, yeah. That would be awesome. I think... Will this go on there? Looks like it might. Wednesday's video, I might carry on with the saber tank. I might. Or I might build these Praetors, the Death Guard ones. Probably do those. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. See how the week goes. There's something going on this edge for his cloak that I want to clear up. Like, I'm not going to be gluing these pieces together until I'm fully happy with the mould lines. Well, mould lines, the slippage and I always say, what's the rush? You know, is there a rush? Oh, you're referring to a 412 Titan. Oh dear. There we go. We're in. You see, I think that is a bit of extra right there, just on this. Yeah, I knew it was a bit of extra. I mean, it'll show up on the painting. Okay, almost at the stage where that's quite decent, really. Okay, yeah. I mean, I wanted to take a bit of time on this cloak. It's a lovely cloak. I think it's nicer than Marduk's as well. I think it'll go together on Corswain a bit better as well. It would just fit nicer. I'm trying to get my words tonight. I've lost them. I've lost all my words. Most likely because I've been talking all day. I've recorded 9 videos, which is a lot. I need to give myself a break from talking because I know I'd be talking a fair chunk in this live stream. Right, we can put these power plant vents on, I think, almost. Yeah, just a little bit of a clean up here. So Christmas plans, I know it's a fair while away, but just giving everyone a heads up, because sometimes people aren't in the live stream that I think when I think they are. But I've got some time off at Christmas, and I have actually got some time off Christmas. So, because normally I have time off at Christmas, but then I work as well. What that means is I planned it so that I'll have the live stream of the Thunderhawk for the first week I'm off. It might go on for the full week, I don't know, but I put all the live streams in the live stream playlist, so if you can't make it, you're at work or whatever, you can always go back and watch them. They'll probably be during the day, maybe in the evening. I will share the times when I put them up though. And then I'm gonna have a break. So 1 week will be the Thunderhawk from start to finish, courtesy of Creaseman. And then the next week, which I think is leading up to Christmas, or it's that Christmas week, will be Lego. I will be building that Razor Crest in the live stream. And then I think the week after is kind of proper Christmas week. So it's like Boxing Day, things like that. And I think I'll just have a rest that week. I don't think I'll have some videos, of course, but I don't think I'll be having any long live stream days like the first 2 weeks. So at least everybody is aware. But like today, I'll be sharing the sort of frequencies, and I'll probably do that a few days in advance as well. Because I know how quick these things move, and I know how quick the internet moves, in that, you know, I don't share a live stream and then all of a sudden, before you know it, not only have I done the live stream, it's disappeared into the live stream playlist, and people will never find it. And most likely I probably won't mention it after it's happened. Okay, so these power plant vents are pretty fiddly, and they have nipples on them. I know it's not an Empress Children model, but they have like a plug and socket thing going on. I don't know which is which. Like, I honestly don't know which is numbered. I'm just going to have to take a guess. I mean, that looks kind of right that way. The slippage is so noticeable when it's on the model, but not before. Let me just read some more of your comments. Okay. Hello. Yeah, I will be building Lego during Christmas, Revan, yeah. It's something that I like to do now. This will be the 3rd year I'm doing it. You know, get a cup of tea and a mince pie or a hot chocolate, and just chill. Painting challenge. Every day painting 1 mini. That's quite a lot to do every day. What, for the whole of December? I don't know. People got like full-time jobs, Resin, and you know, to paint a whole mini is quite the task. But yeah, I suppose you know, maybe you could do a painting challenge for 1 mini for the whole of December. How about that for people? And then people aren't rushing then. I mean, I think these are the right vents, I think. Oh, actually, a couple of extra. Yeah, that must be the right ones. Must be. Okay, we're just gonna commit, I think. Yeah, let's commit. Please don't fall out. Think that's acceptable? Yeah? That could be turned inward a little bit though. Come on. Turn. But then it doesn't join at the front then if you do that. Let's just cut these nubbins off. Why not? Because they're just getting in the way right now for orientation purposes. Yeah, that's quite symmetrical. And as long as it's symmetrical, it'll be fine. They want you to glue... So helmetless head I'm not going to go for, but they want you to glue the arms to the hands. I mean, they're plug and socket, to be fair to them, so shouldn't really give me too many issues. What I want to do is just clear up this leg, glue that to the body. I'm probably doing it in such a strange order. But you know what? It's your mini. You can do it in any order you wish, guys. Sorry for the wobbly camera. Have I seen the 90-year-old anniversary castle? Yes, I have. Everybody's telling me to get it. Everybody. Any tips on getting the sword straight? Yes, Paul. Just hairdryer. Buy yourself a hairdryer, man. Like, you don't need to get a heat gun or anything. The sword is a little bit wonky, but believe me, I've seen wonkier, right? I would hairdryer it not there, but kind of there, because that bit is straight, but that's where the bend starts. So if you hairdry kind of there, then you can just kind of sort of move it like that along with a file or your blade or something, and then that will straighten up a bit. But yeah, trust me, Lionel Johnson's blade, what a wonky one. Fantastic question. Oh dear. Okay, well, how about I not get the Corswain, the Death Guard Praetors, the Slaves to Darkness box set, and none of the World Eaters, but get the Lego Castle. How about that? Shall I send these back to Forge World? You know, when you're sat there with your heating on full blast, just think of Super without his heating on, building Lego. No, I'll be going around my family's place over Christmas, so I'll and they've got a log burner, so I'll probably be grabbing my heat from there, to be honest, and then come over here, do my live streams, whack my heating on for a couple of hours. I don't know. We've got enough gas, apparently. That's what people have said. So. I don't know about the power cuts though. Ooh. That could get in the way of the old live streams, couldn't it? Brandon, you painting him as is on the cover or your own style? My own style. Some of the Dark Angels, I'm not really a big fan of the red, white, and black. And in places, I'd probably go for gold rather than the silver. We'll see though. We'll see. I mean, maybe similar to that. I mean, that's like the black and the gold, and I'm using that as an example, really. But yeah. My Legion console. I'll be doing a review of him soon. I don't think you can buy him though. He was a. I don't know whether he's a event exclusive model or you got him as part of a promotion. I can't remember. I can afford heating. What next? Beans. Yeah, I do have a couple of beans, cans of beans. Yeah, just in case. Thought I'd treat myself because it's coming up to the end of the year. Very nice leg armor. What we'll do is we will actually pop the leg on now, because I'm quite happy with the way this has come out. My tummy is making all kinds of strange noises tonight though, if the microphone's picking them up. There's a nasty bit of slippage along there that goes all the way along through there. Luckily the cloak will be there, so you won't see it that much. And I've become alright at cleaning these things up. Okay. You see, I always start these character models and think, oh yeah, I'm gonna smash through these. You know, these are only gonna take me about an hour. But then I just get a bit carried away with cleaning them up. Which is understandable. Again, I'm working on parts that you're probably never ever going to see. Okay, right, happy with that, the way that that's gone around the back there. So we'll just glue the leg on. Let me just read some more of your comments. Well, no, I do cover Lego, Revan. This is a thing. Like, I cover Warhammer predominantly because I do a video every single day. That's why most of the content is that. But I could always go back to 1 or 2 videos a week. And if I did that, that's 50 videos. I could probably do 10 or 20 Lego videos a year, which is, you know, maybe 20% of them. So yeah, no, I'm just because I don't cover Lego and other channels are dedicated doesn't stop me from, because there are dedicated channels for gaming, Lego, knives, Star Wars Armada. It has never stopped me doing what I wanted to do. When I did knife unboxings and reviews and gaming unboxings, there were dedicated Warhammer channels, but that's, you know, that's what I do. Even though there were those, I decided to branch out and I decided to include this in the channel makeup. And you know what? I'm pleased I did. Because if I didn't, and if I just sat there and thought, well, other channels are covering that, I'm not going to cover Warhammer, then I wouldn't be sat here talking to you, or talking to any of you, you know. So I just like, yeah, I'll just do what I like. Basically, it's as simple as that, really. Will you do builds on the new Imperial Guard models? Unfortunately not, Fog Battleship. No, unfortunately not. Unless like people want to send me the new Cadian stuff and the Guard stuff, or Games Workshop want to, then nah, I'm not going to build them. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think it would be a joy to build a new Dawn tank and compare it to a Proteus or a Spartan or a, you know, a Baneblade or multiple Baneblades, you know, like a Glaive or something. But nah, that's one of the 3 armies I don't collect. So that's, yeah, I'm not going to be covering those. But don't think that's because I don't want to. Okay, I would cover them if I had the opportunity. So this chainsaw just on the ground here. I'm wondering if it's because it looks like a chain glaive, as in a chain sword on the top of a spear, a bit like what Night Lords have. As pesky Night Lords. So maybe shares a few aesthetics with the Marduk Cedrus scenic base, and that Night Lord themed. I'm certainly going to be painting some of that in the Night Lord's colours. It's another kind of usage for one of the, you know, these head packs. I'm not saying everybody rush out and spend £14.50 on 11 heads and then sprinkle those heads on bases, but, you know, you could. It's possible. Right, that's the scenic base done. I say scenic base, I mean compared to Sigismund's base. Oh, let's not even go there. Oh, that's Sigismund's base. Oh, we've got the two legends now. Guard, end of November. Okay. Hello, United Football's Block Vlogs. I'm doing very well. How are you? Oh, nice one. Fog, we can compare piles if you really wish. That sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. Yeah, we've a lot to work on. But, you know, Christmas is coming, winter is coming. Definitely felt like it today and yesterday. Wow. So maybe we all have a bit of time. I don't know. I'm certainly going to glue his feet to that base, but I'm not sure about the base to the base. London? I don't know. We'll see. We'll put some splodges on. I really need to get a new light as well. Just the whole hobby desk area needs a change up, I think. I wonder if that will work. I don't want him too far forward, that's the only thing. But I mean, maybe he goes back there. Maybe he does. Maybe he just slots onto that. I think he does, you know. He seems to be at a seems to be at a bit of a strange angle. Is that just me? I don't know. Corswain's ride. Oh, nice one. Sounds good. That's all right. That's good. A few more people have joined. How are you doing, everyone? Nice for you to join. We're building wobbly Corswain right now. Just toying with him for a little bit. That's better. Just needed to get the right angle on his little feet. I think I've found the right angle. Yeah, much better. Oh, the confidence of this guy. Okay, we'll leave that. We'll work on his hands, and then that's pretty much it. See, quite straightforward model, and I'll be left with his hooded head, which I could probably use on a another Dark Angels unit. I didn't already mention it, if you weren't here at the start of the stream, I will be releasing the unboxing for the Terminator Praetor Death Guard one tomorrow, and the normal Praetor on the Monday. Wasn't as impressed, a little bit of a spoiler, wasn't as impressed with the normal Praetor as I was with the Terminator. The Terminator one, chef's kiss, but the actual Praetor, there's just too many pieces on the normal Praetor that are meh, whereas the Terminator, my word, well, look at the size of that axe. It's absolutely ginormous. It's as tall as Sigismund. Okay, it's not as tall as a Land Raider, but look at the size of it. It's taller than Marduk. I was very impressed by the size. That's what... No, stop it. Stop it. Okay. So we'll just clean this. We'll just clean this head, this helmet, even. I'm really happy that there's no like mold lines in between each one of these feathers. Optimistic Super Saiyan says. Yes, well. In we go, I guess. Cool, it's nice to have some favourite armies. I'm gonna have to change the blade, because this blade, there's nothing wrong with it except for the tip. But I need that tip to get into the cracks. Oh god, this is sounding all kinds of wrong, this stream. Hope people have got video as well as audio, because that's just not on. It's just... Oh, yes. See, we just needed the tip. Okay. Oh, perfect, perfect. Be so careful you don't clip some of these feathers off. Okay, I'm getting... I think that's as far as I want to go with those. I honestly don't know how they managed to make those without a lot of extra slippage and things. I think they've done a very good job with these feathers, considering. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, right. So that's the head done, that's that done, that's that arm done. Just this arm to do, which is kind of done. Maybe get rid of this thing. A sneaky little extra flash thing. I wonder if we had one on the other side. We did. Ah, right, okay. Yep. The shoulder pads or pauldrons. So just the blade to work on now. And it's one of the times when I say just the blade to work on when its name actually is the blade. So it's the only time I'll be able to say that, I think. Unless anybody knows of another blade in the universal lore called the Blade. I don't know. There might be one. Okay. I will be in the Discord as well after the stream if anybody wanted to join. I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing. I'll probably be working on that saber tank actually. I don't like leaving models sort of half done, half finished. I like to at least get them complete. I think that's as far as I wanted to go on this blade as well. Done that blade justice. Just need to straighten her out. I'll probably notice something just as I'm about to paint it, but it's always the case, isn't it? I don't know whether that is intentional, but it's just the way it's worked out. I think that's fine. Okay, yes. Now I will get the hairdryer. I kid you not. Here's one I made earlier. No. Kind of want to mute myself doing this though. I always do. So if we heat it that way around. Can I mute myself? I just wonder. Yeah, I can mute myself. And then we just get that as level as we can. needs to be a little bit more the other way now. I think we've got it. Just lining it up with the grid on my cutting mat. It's actually quite straight now. Good. Such a long blade as well. Yeah. I think it's just that tip as well that's a bit strange. Are you doing anything for fireworks night? No, I'm here live streaming. I've done things for fireworks night for years, so I don't think I did anything for Halloween either. Because again, I've done things for those events for so many years. So that's how I would straighten a blade. I say keep it on something flat, and that's kind of something flat, I guess. Thanks, Sampler. Now that's the other way though now. What we need to do is that is as straight as I can get it. You said that a few times before. Ha ha ha. Oh God. Right, okay. Enough of tip manipulation. Let's glue his arms. Armsies? What? What's going on with my voice today? Right, so I'm thinking that's definitely not his right arm. That's his right arm. Just a tiny smidgen. And then once again. I want to cut the stray hairs, don't get me wrong guys, but in my experience if you cut the stray hairs, they stray quicker, which, yeah, no one wants that, no one wants that. Okay, we've done the hand and the sword bit, which is a bit, whew. Nice to see you live, mate. Oh, thank you. Do you have an all-time favourite model from Forge World? Yeah, Thunderhawk. Thunderhawk's my favourite model. Although they've made a plastic one since, and it's huge. I mean, it's bigger than Sigismund. But yeah, do you know you can fit like 30 Space Marines in it as well? It's crazy. But I like the little wings. Well, one goes up and one doesn't, apparently. Is it Titanicus sized? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, the Thunderhawk's amazing. And then I'm staring down the barrel of that. Yeah, okay, all right. Just like, would you like to reconsider your answer, Super? He would, yeah, you're right. He would use it as a jump pack. That's pretty cool. Right, so they want you to put the cloak on last, I guess. I don't know. But I think these are going to be a bit of a pain to put on. Yeah, these are really going to be a pain to put on. So what I might do is cheat. So Caliban is definitely his left arm. I might cheat and just put these on here, and then put his. That's probably the best way, isn't it? I think we can get away with that. Let's just do it. Come on, commit, Super. Wait, what is that one from Forge World? I mean, I would be vaporized. Fire that Quake cannon 500 inches away. Do you think we'll see some new models for Christmas sales from Forge World? Well, we're kind of building one right now. Do you mean like big models? I don't know. Maybe, I'd like to think so. They haven't done a big Forge World model for quite some time. I really don't want them to do the Wolf Scout Titan now. It's just awful. I'd rather them just make loads of new weapons for the current Titans than bring out some kind of abomination. Right, so we've sort of got away with that. And that is how I would put that together. They show you just kind of, there's no plug and socket for the arms to the torso, so you kind of have to, I say, wing it. Yeah, you have to get the placement just right to fit into the cloak. So in my opinion, I would, my advice would be, oh god, right, would be to glue one. I don't know whether we can get away with gluing the other one. I think we'll probably just glue the cloak to that and then glue that in. Let's just do that, because yeah, it could become a bit of a sticky situation, that. Trying very hard not to get any glue on the chainmail, because that would ruin my day. Okay, let's put that in there. Come on, we want a nice snug fit. Oh, like a glove. Okay, then we will glue a bit of that, a bit of that. think this will be my Jon Snow model. Corswain with a northern accent. Winter is coming. Right. And then that will just shwing, basically go in like that, like no issues, like come at me, bro. I keep thinking there's a power plant to put on. I'm like, oh, where's the power plant? I need to put that on last. No, I definitely don't, Sampler. I definitely don't. It's disgusting. It's an abomination. You've just got into the hobby after 20 years. So I just got into that Forge World existed. Yeah, they've existed for over 20 years. I know that because my Warhound was 2002. Forge World haven't been around since the 80s, Revan. No way. Late 90s, if that. Yeah. No, Forge World have not been around since the 80s. No way. Like the Baneblade was one of their first ever models. And I've got a Maximilian Baneblade. It was supposed to come with Maximilian stud up, but it didn't. And I never complained. And since then, I've been complaining ever since. I only complain at Forge World because their customer services is so good, and they'll do something about it if you have an issue. Okay, lovely. Whoa, true scale Space Marine right here. It's the same size as Primaris, probably a bit taller. No, he's not. He's not. He's just Space Marine sized. Shocker. Who's bigger, him or Sigismund though? Now we're talking. Right. Okay, because we've got ages left, like an hour and a half left. The choice is up to you. If you want me to build the normal Death Guard Praetor or the Terminator one, put it in the comments. You guys get a bit of, say, viewer choice now. Come on, don't drop where I don't want you to drop. Thank you. Oh, at least we get to choose exactly where his head goes. Oops. Sorry, mate. I did actually put super glue on this. I'm sure. Let's try again. Right, I definitely put super glue on it. Come on. All right, there we go. Oh, a bit more snug. More. So it needs to be, it's kind of central to the base. And I like him with his head up a little bit. I think that's quite cool. No, not with his head down there. Wow, his head's going to be tricky to pull off. No, I don't want him looking up. There we go. Did they do his head at a slight angle? No, they didn't. They did it upright and completely level. That's cool. Yeah. That's the pose I want him in. Brilliant. He's about to charge into something. Yeah, fantastic. Beautiful. Right. So yeah, what has everyone said that I should be building? Terminator, Terminator, Terminator. Okay, right, all right, we'll do the Terminators. There's like 3 Terminators, so yeah, okay, we'll do. You've got a problem with your pot of super glue. What super glue is it? What I do is I try not to put super glue on the top if I can help it, and when I'm closing it I give it a bit of a twist, and then it's good to go. But I don't know, that might be different, but keep for paint guides and such. His head's over there, his spare head. Q&A season. Wow. I think I answer a lot of questions in these live streams, Revan. And I'm very grateful for the questions that you all put to me in the live stream. It keeps the live stream going. Don't know, I still think his head could be slightly tilted to the left, but maybe that sword could be slightly that way. I think that's as good as I'm going to get with Corswain. Okay, so there's Corswain. That's how he measures up next to a Praetor. You could proxy him as a Praetor. I think he looks cool as a Praetor. Marduk is taller than him though. Here the 2 Dark Angel's brothers. Fantastic. I just really like Marduk's Tyrannic Greatsword. It's the same size as Corswain's, but he's got this plasma thing going on, plasma weapon. Okay, so that's Corswain. Let's do a size with Sigismund. Probably so. They're kind of the same size, aren't they, really? They're Space Marines at the end of the day. Yeah, there's not really much in it. I need to do a review of Sigismund. Sorry that it's taken so long. It just seems a bit odd for me to just randomly do a review of Sigismund. That's all. Because I've got no other Imperial Fist. Like, I haven't got Pollux or the Templars or Dawn even. And I'm going to be getting all of those in January anyway, so I might just wait a couple of months. Yeah, well, just give it a really good twist, I'd say. Use 2 sets of pliers, maybe. Crack the lid off somehow. This one. Is it this one? Is it this super glue? I mean, it's actually got like a pin in there to stop it from gluing to the top. So, and I screw it all the way in. Okay, so Terminator. Let's go for the Terminator then. He looks pretty beastly, doesn't he, this Terminator? Got the 40mm base. Rocking that. Rocking one of those. Rocking the big cloak. And that. And there's his body. That's his leg. And I think all these are for the normal Praetor. So, a double whammy for the live stream. Double model whammy. Maybe I can build him in an hour and a half too, possibly. I mean, I'm not going to rush. If I do it, I do it. What is the best way of building Forge World heavy weapons on plastic marines? That's a really good question, Astraeus. And I like your username because I'll be playing God of War on Wednesday when it arrives, or maybe Tuesday. Let me just get one. Bear with me, guys. I think. Oh. Hope this helps, but I do like questions like this. These are two that I've done before. So I've put a Dark Angel's pauldron and a Dark Angel's head. This is obviously a Forge World plasma cannon. I don't know. Some of the resin heavy weapons, special weapons, I prefer compared to the plastic ones. These plasmas being one of them. I just think they go better underslung with Mark III. But what I did with these is I glued the heavy weapon to the arm. So I glued this arm to the weapon. Then I glued the arm to the body. And while that was gluing, I put a bit of super glue under there on the plastic arm, on the open on the palm basically, and then I glued that arm with plastic so I could move that and then also kind of move that a little bit, and then I would wait for that to be in place before I would super glue the wiring there all the way to the back. So I just put the power plant on after I'd set the weapon, and then I'd put the head on, then I'd put the power plant, because you want the power plant sort of level with the rest of the Space Marine. The final thing I did was put the cabling on. Now for that, I held it in place with my finger, used the hairdryer and heated up this area until I could bend it to there. Then I put my finger on that and hairdryed this area until I bended it and put it on there. Then finally, I'd put a bit of glue on there, and then attach them, but hairdryer it with a bit of super glue on, if that makes sense. And that's how I achieved the look. It's a bit, don't get me wrong, it's tricky, especially like the las cannon cabling. That's really tricky because there's like trails on the floor. I'm sure these guys like fall over them all the time, but that's how I managed it, and I hope that has helped. That's the end of my TED talk. Oh yeah, no worries, bye. What's my favourite Dark Angels 30k kit? Oh, that's a really good question. Well, I haven't built the Contemptor yet. I like the Interemptors because you can swap the weapons around and things. The Companions were good and the Cenobian were good, but the Companions, they're kind of only in one pose, and the same for the Cenobians. And the Deathwing, they are the heads are only one position. So I normally take a point off of a kit if you can't pose it and things. So yeah, the Interemptors were good because you could kind of pose everything, and you could swap the weapons around, the heads around. So the Leviathan was good. I haven't built the Contemptor, but resin Contemptors are good because they take you like half the time of a plastic one, and you can get them in some pretty good poses as well. Oops. So this is the helmetless part of the Praetor, which I'm not going to be using. I think this is for him. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, thank you for the questions. Oh, great. Oh, you're welcome. What I might do, Astraeus, as well, is I am picking up some more Forge World heavy weapons, so I'm more than happy to kind of do that on a live stream one time. Maybe in the next few weeks. We'll see how things go, but yeah, because I do need to get some Telleract pattern Volkite and some missile launchers. Volkite for Dark Angels and missile launchers for Death Guard. So maybe I could do some Mark III Death Guard with the Death Guard heads and pads with some missile launchers, some resin missile launchers. Maybe multi-melters as well. I'm not, you know, although Death Guard, they like their toxin flamers or whatever they're called. I'm not really feeling it with Death Guard having flamers. If anything, I probably want Word Bearers to have flamers, but this axe is huge. Such Lord of Contagion. It really is. I actually think this is the cloak because it's got the combi bolter on. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Rather than this one. Oh well, just clip that one out. Anyway. Do you collect Age of Sigma? Sigma? Age of Sigma stuff as well? Yes, I do. Yeah. I have got. This is such a beautiful lady. I wanna introduce you to her. She's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I bet you weren't ready for that on a Saturday night. You know, I don't think anything could actually prepare you for this, really. But yeah, this lovely lady, part of my Age of Sigmar collection. But if you like your miniatures harder, rock hard even, you could always go for one of these bad boys. So yeah, I've got some Age of Sigmar. Thanks Maxim for this one. Yeah, so I've got some Age of Sigmar things. You just need to look in the playlists and you'll find it. The channel is very much saturated right now with Space Marines and Horus Heresy. But yeah, there are a few other things on the channel. I'm getting a box of STDs at the weekend as well, so I'll be covering those. I really like Slaves to Darkness because Archeon is a lovely mini. I have one set of heavy Volkite, one set of rotor cannons for your Mark III Marines, but a bit nervous about assembling plastic resin kit. Okay, that's fine. Atreus even, not Atreus. If you want to, you can join the Discord if you like. It's all free and stuff, but by all means, you can always post questions there, and me and the community will answer. And also, you can post pictures. You could even like post me like a private picture of like your heavy weapon. Like if you're dry fitting it or something, I can give you advice. That's fine. I completely understand that you're nervous with a plastic resin kit. They are tricky. They're the hardest kits when you've got plastic and resin together. You know, because it's two different kind of materials and they both work work differently, do different things. So yeah, that's understandable. You don't want to mess it up. You don't want to mess up a set of 5 resin weapons that you spent £15 on when you've already spent, what is it, 50 quid or £47 on a box of plastic minis. I mean, you know, to get yourself, even to get yourself 10 Mark III plastic Space Marines with heavy weapons, that's cost you, you know, £80. So I completely understand that. But yeah, you're welcome to put questions in there. Will you be doing collection videos of your 30k legions when they're done? That would be great. Yeah, of course I will be. I haven't actually, other than the occasional, I've just dropped that arm. I haven't actually done like proper legion specific reviews of anything yet, other than like Marduk and the Emperor's Children Praetors. And obviously Corswain, when, well, Corswain's review will be out next week sometime, now that I've built him tonight. But yeah, I will be. They're gonna, depending on the release schedule for Games Workshop and Forge World, there will be a pattern of unboxings and reviews. I've almost got everything for Death Guard now, so that's 4 out of the 6 legions complete. That's Dark Angels, Word Bearers, Raven Guard, Death Guard is almost complete, and then there's Imperial Fists and Emperor's Children. So yeah, I will be. They'll follow the pattern, so you'll see a load of unboxings for Dark Angel stuff, then you'll see the reviews, then you'll see the Word Bearers units, and so on. So by the time I get to the end of all of those, I'll probably be on to something else, most definitely, by the time you see the legions. They're not going to be huge forces anyway. They're probably, like, at the moment, the Raven Guard one has Corvus, a Contemptor, 40 Mark 6s, 2 units of Furies and a unit of Mordathan. But what else I will put into that force, I don't know yet. The biggest armies will be Word Bearers, Dark Angels and Death Guard. Those 3. But yeah. So this is interesting. So you need to cut the flash off these spikes. Well, you do if you're using the helmetless one, but I like the helmet for this Terminator Praetor. It's pretty cool. Didn't know. Nice one, Christian. I like it. Yeah, this is very true, Sampler. Very true. Best mini ever. Oh, cool. Hey, mate, speaking of wasting money, lol. Dark Angel Companions are $150. Yeah, I know. Like, this is a thing. It's so hard for me to, like, obviously I haven't done the review for them, but it's so hard for me to recommend some of the units and things when you consider the American and Australian and New Zealand prices. I just, if I recommend them, I'll be recommending them based on my own currency. And that's pretty much all I can do, because my salary and the money I receive from places, it isn't in Australian dollars and it's not in, you know, those currencies. So I can't really say whether it's worth it for you guys. Only you can say that, and I don't know. I'd struggle to justify it, but again, it depends on how much you like the models, how much you enjoy the hobby, how much enjoyment you get out of the hobby. That everybody has a breaking point, and you know, and everybody has bills and needs to work to live, things like that. So yeah, only it's a personal kind of decision. I think you need to make. The one thing out of all of it is that I've experienced over 20 years is the prices never go down. They never have sales. They don't have a reward system. They don't have a loyalty scheme. Like all of these things in the, 20, 30, well, yeah, in the 30 years or whatever hobby I've been doing it, I've never seen that happen. So, that's just something else to think about. I really love the hobby and the lore, obviously. I love it so much that I share it with everybody on the internet. So for me, if money was, well, put it this way, I did not buy the Assassins today. So, these are all luxury products these are all luxury products. You don't have to get them. I draw the line of spending £82 on 3 Assassins. I can only imagine what it costs you guys. So if I can't justify that, then I'm pretty sure lots of other people won't be able to. Maybe get one Assassin, the one that you like the look of the most, maybe. The problem is, though, all the older, cheaper plastic Assassins look better. So, yeah, so there's that. So yeah, I couldn't justify them today, and that's what it's about. These products are not like Lego. They don't get retired after 2 years or whatever. They stick around for a long time, and they've got a whole rule system that caters for the models for a long time. So yeah, probably factor that into the value. But if it was me, I would just, because Games Workshop and Forge just don't know how to pace themselves anymore, I would pace myself. So if there was if there was the companions, Dark Angels companions, and I really wanted them, but they're $150, I'd go, right, I'm not just going to buy them with this month's paycheck. I'll save up 2 months' paycheck and then get them. And then I'll spend a whole month building them and painting them, rather than just getting them with 1 month's paycheck and building them and painting them in a weekend. Because that's, unless you play a lot of games, it's hard to justify the value there. But what you can always justify the value of is the miniatures always go up in price, and there's always going to be a community that will jump at the chance of getting your miniatures for a cheaper price. But that cheaper price could still probably be more than what you originally paid for them. So yeah, that's just my little I just went off on one a bit. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Good advice. Oh. Yeah, I bet it's like 2 hours away. Yeah. But then again, that's one of the conditions, I guess, of you living in one of the most sparsely populated countries in the world. You know, that things are going to be, unless you're on the coast, things are going to be a long distance away, unfortunately. You know, it's one of the most beautiful places on the earth, though. I've been, so yeah, it's I have family there as well. So yeah, we could probably complete this mini in the next hour. We may have to clean up the parts, so some of these slippage though is a bit much. I wondered what that was then, but it's just the handle of the gun. It's going to be interesting how that kind of fits with the rest of this. This axe is huge though. I swear it's bigger than the plastic one. It came with the Age of Darkness set. I'll just go and get that in a second. Yeah. You live on the coast. That's because the majority of the world's population live near rivers or on the coast of continents. That's why. Okay, I don't know what this is, but okay, right. So there's a fair bit of flash. This might have more cleanup than I first expected. Yeah, I like the axe. Okay, let me just go get the plastic Praetor. Hang on a second. I might grab a drink as well. I know it's 9 o'clock, but I might just go grab a drink. Oh, right. Okay, plastic Praetor. I just wanted to show people the size of the axe. Yeah, way bigger. Look at the size. Massive. That's, yeah, huge. Just get a drink, guys.
Okay.
Okay. Axes are ridiculous. It will never work ever in combat. Right, well. Okay, let's crack on. The standard Praetor right here. Ready. Okay. We don't get any instructions with this Terminator Praetor, by the way. So, I mean, anatomy-wise, I'm pretty sure that the right leg goes here. Well, not in there, obviously, but I mean, it goes in there. Yeah, so that's a start. Not quite sure what order to attach these parts though, that's the only thing. I received the Warhammer Imperium magazines yesterday. Yesterday or this morning? I think this morning. I think this morning, which is a little bit annoying, but don't worry, fear not. There'll still be this unboxing, the Praetor, the pads, the Predator, all those kind of things, and then it'll be the week after the Imperium first looks. It's pretty much issues 59 and 60 are Outriders. So you pay an £18 for a £37.50 Primaris bike kit. Issue 62 is the Tomb Blade, like a full Tomb Blade. And then, so you're going to be paying £27 for a £34 kit. So you're still saving a little bit. And then, unfortunately, issue 63. No, 62. Is it 62? 59, 60, 61, 62. Yeah, 62 is going to be, it's just 2 paints. So avoid that one. Yeah. Spoiler alert. Yeah, it is a bit of a spoiler, I guess. That's getting there for that leg. Nothing on the other side. The foot is pretty flat already. Perfect, right. There's going to be a bit of a tidy up on this body though, I already know. You're not going to see this area much though. But we might as well just get rid of it. Hard to get rid of the slippage in there though. That's all right, Dan. That's all right. You're welcome. What's with Forge World and Games Workshop being different companies? They're not different companies. They are the same company. Games Workshop created Forge World. They're not. Yeah, Games Workshop created Forge World as a kind of like a sister sort of business that dealt with resin. Games Workshop never really dealt with resin. They dealt with I want to say tin, but it's the metal miniatures and the plastic miniatures. And then in the, I'd say, late 90s, they developed it, and Forge World were kind of like the test bed for some of the plastic minis, and they decided to sell some minis that they just, Games Workshop couldn't justify the big metal injection molds. Some of those molds cost hundreds of thousands of pounds, and for some of them they just could not justify making them. So that's why they made the resin Baneblade, and then, you know, it was so popular, eventually Games Workshop were like, okay, yeah, we will make an injection mold for that. Same with the Valkyrie, same with the Trigon for Tyranids. You know, so, and yeah, so that basically sort of explains that. Yeah, exactly. Well said, Maxim. That's probably a better way of describing it. A wish list for Christmas Battle Force. Torn between Sons of Bahamut, Imperial Chaos Knights. That's good. And also, if it wasn't for Games Workshop creating Forge World, and then Forge World creating Horus Heresy, then Games Workshop would not, and so many people buying the resin kits, and so many people continuing to buy the resin kits, we wouldn't have Plastic Heresy. We just wouldn't. Forge World Horus Heresy, so popular and sold so well that we're now in the position where we're getting Plastic Heresy. Now, there are pros and cons to that. It's not all good news. Like, some people, you know, a lot of people wanted Plastic Horus Heresy for many, many years, but there are some downsides. Although it's cheaper, it will take you double the amount of time to build them. So, can you put a price on your time? I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's easy to work with, no way, you know, but that's obvious. The plastic is easy to work with, but you're going to be spending double the amount of time working with it. And again, we're not at the stage where they can just afford to make any character in plastic. They did it for Fafnir, Ran and Zephon, and that was a great test bed for them to do that. The artwork for the boxes and the designs and even the price was really, really good. But they haven't done that since. You know, all the other characters, Marduk, Corswain, the Emperor's Champion, sorry, the Emperor's Children miniatures have all been resin. And the same for the upgrade sets as well. They just can't justify making a full injection mold just for 10 shoulder pads that will all look the same. Whereas resin, they can. You mentioned Forge World to the guy in local Games Workshop shop and Blood Drain from... Yeah, probably because he can't get a discount and he has to pay full price. Whereas Games Workshop Plastic, he can get a... It used to be a 50% discount. Well, that's what I got when I worked there many, many years ago. We're talking, you know, 10, 15 years ago, probably more. Yeah, it was a 50%, and they also did it on weight of metal miniatures. So, and it was in pennies. So, like, you could get a metal army for a very, very good price. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you mentioned Forge World to a Games Workshop employee, and the blood may run from their face, but I can tell you right now, their wages and salaries are all being paid for by the explosion of plastic Horus Heresy. I would go as far as to say it's been more popular than 40k as of late, and I'm not sure about Age of Sigmar, because in the States, for instance, Age of Sigmar is pretty big. Yeah. What am I gluing now? Michael, I am now working on the Death Guard Cataphracti Praetor. I've finished Corswain, it's right here. Lovely mini. And now I'm working on the Death Guard Praetor. I might complete these in my own time. I probably will complete this Praetor tonight. I can't see why I wouldn't. There is a fair bit of cleaning up to do though, I am discovering, but it's just one of those things, isn't it? Yeah. You built 40k Dark Angels army, but when you discovered 30k, you were sold on the spot. Love the old school aesthetic. It's what I remember from way back. Well, yeah, I mean, they're the first Legion, you know, so they are the first ones. And well, there's a book that confirms it as well, but I don't want to go too far into that. Just read as much lore as you possibly can. But yeah, Dark Angels specifically, First Legion, they got access to loads of really cool technology and armor and all kinds of things from the Emperor, and they held on to them as well. So. Yeah, they were definitely seen as the favourites for a while. The thing is, I wasn't really a big fan of 40k Dark Angels, so but this has got me interested in them a bit more. 30k has hit COVID levels of profits. You were having crazy thought of gluing Chaos Terminators. Well, technically that is kind of what I'm doing right now. I mean, it is Death Guard Terminator, so... I'm wondering whether we will get some World Eater specific Terminators though. I'd like to dream that we will, but probably not. Yeah, like all of the other Praetors, at first glance they don't seem to need to sink too much effort into cleaning them up, but on closer inspection you do. You really, really do. So that's the body and the leg done. So let's just glue them together while we're here. Oh, is he a big boy though? Is he a big boy Terminator? He certainly seems like a big boy, doesn't he? I do like these. Oh, sorry, it's my battery. He does seem like a big boy Terminator. I do like these bigger. I do like big one. So if I put his, oh yeah, he'll have a lot of presents. He will have a lot of presents. Merry Christmas. I might go get the other Terminators because this, I don't think he's as big as Hercules, as I call the Imperial Fist Praetor, Terminator Praetor, but you're thinking of getting into Middle-earth? One does not simply get into Middle-earth. Yeah, it seems like a great range and it's really well supported. Has been supported for a number of years, especially from Forge World. Lots of new kits and things come in for Middle-earth. Yeah, definitely want to watch all of the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit and things over Christmas. What was the other question as well? You're praying for Night Lord's new units. What kind of units can they do though that aren't already in the books? They've got their Praetors. They've got their they've even got a Leviathan, haven't they? This is the thing. There's quite a few legions that don't have a Leviathan that could do with one, such as Death Guard and Word Bearers. Can you imagine a World Eater Leviathan Dreadnought? Wow. But no, we have to give it to Blood Angels, and Imperial Fist one would be quite cool. Just kitted out with storm cannons. Soups wants a big Terminator and has a white Christmas. I would like a white Christmas this year though. We didn't have any snow at the beginning of this year, but last year we did, and even though it just hangs around for like a few days or a week, it's still nice. I would like it anyway. Like, it doesn't overstay its welcome. You're going to paint the cloak before joining it to Corswain. In your opinion, would you recommend gluing the shoulders first to the cloak? Yeah, Dan, if you joined me at the start of the live stream, or like even halfway through it, I guess, you would have seen what I did with it. But I recommended gluing one shoulder to the cloak, and then gluing the back of Corswain to the cloak, and then gluing the other shoulder into the cloak and to Corswain. That's the way it worked for me in this live stream. Do I have any Middle Earth stuff? I do have a couple of things actually that I've never revealed on the channel, but nothing from Forge World. No, I've never got anything from Forge World. I have to admit, I was a big fan of the films when they came out. I went to watch them all at the cinema first time, which I now feel very privileged to have done for such awesome films. But I never kind of took to Lord of the Rings Middle Earth and stuff when it then came out in miniature form. I kind of thought, hang on a minute, what's this? Is this like a cash-in from Games Workshop, a New Line Cinema to, you know, infiltrate my hobby with minis from Lord of the Rings? That kind of take I had, which was, yeah, probably wasn't the best, but from a collection point of view, I probably should have got some, but I mean, I have a difficult time keeping up with the collection for Horus Heresy and 40k, let alone Age of Sigmar and then Middle Earth and things like that. It's a lot to keep up with. Yeah, that is not a very good slippage there. It's going to take a while to clean up. Can't believe I missed all this slippage on the unboxing. The lighting just isn't that good this time of the year for the unboxings, I'm afraid. I need to get a better setup. I'm working on it though. I'm working on it. Yeah, not the best slippage right here. very awkward place to clean up. I mean, I'm kind of grateful that his arm isn't the other way up, but yeah, it's not good, especially on here. This is, yeah, it's not good, this underside of his arm. Yeah, gonna have to kind of, yeah, scrape that off. And then get in between all the fingers. Okay. Like I said, it's one of these models where the cleanup is more than you'd think, you'd expect. But I'm sure it's worth it in the end. I mean, this is the thing, you can cut so many corners and just use that plastic Praetor from the Age of Darkness box set as your Death Guard one. But have you seen the size of this axe? And this dude's going to look so cool next to some Death Shroud. Or even the Grave Wardens. The Grave Wardens in the Cataphracti and the Death Shroud in Tartaros. I think that's done. Got the articulation right on the fingers, so we're all good there. Right. I could never, ever, ever do what Soups does, even if I had the dough. Well, I think it's just a time thing. In that I work a full-time job, so I'm working, you know, full-time, like 40 hours a week or whatever, and then I've got another job on top of that, and then I do all of this content. So it's, yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot. You know, but I enjoy doing it, so I'm going to continue to do it for as long as I can. If I help like one person a day through one video, then it's my effort. It's been worth it. You know, if I can help one person that's new to the hobby save themselves money or make a decision like, oh yeah, actually that Predator's got a load of options, or oh yeah, the detail on that model is really makes it worth that price, or I didn't know about that rule. I might think about adding one of those to my army, something like that. Then it's worth it. I think we've got a really good community as well from this channel, from the Discord and things. Like, there are some other channels that have communities which are pretty kind of elitist, or I don't know what the word would be, but I don't want to use the word toxic, everybody uses that, but you know what I mean. Whereas this community is really awesome on the Discord. They share a lot of their purchases and their works, and quite a few people have become friends because of it, and I think that's awesome. That's such a incredible byproduct of just one guy making videos, that people can become friends. Yeah, that sounds a bit soppy, but yeah. Yeah, I like Harry Potter too. Yeah, I like Harry Potter. Very good. Harry Potter. Are you doing Death Guard models in the stream as well, or just this model? William, I finished Corswain, so I've moved on to Death Guard because I didn't want to just do an hour and a half of live streaming. I thought that was a bit tight for, you know, believe it or not, yeah, it's I don't think that's fair, just having like an hour and a half live stream. I wanted to do more live stream the other night on the Wednesday, but I was very limited, so I could only build part of that saber tank, and if I had a 3-hour live stream for that saber tank, I would have completed it easily. So that's why I'd rather stay and do a full 3 hours than just cut it after an hour and a half. But you can go back to this live stream in the live stream playlist tab and view it from the beginning if you wish. I should finish this Praetor in the next half an hour. I can't see why I wouldn't. Literally just got the cloak and the axe to clean up. But yeah. As I say, I think Wednesday I'll probably finish the saber tank, or I might work on that Legion Praetor. Probably will be the latter, thinking about it. But I'll be in the Discord after this, if anybody was there. I don't know, past few days I've felt really, really positive. I don't know what's come over me. But yeah, it's been, I don't know where I've got this extra energy from, but I like it. You sound like a guy that needs wives. No way. You get less for murdering someone, so no thanks. You do it because you do it because it is fun to you. We love that we can lift on that. I can never imagine me doing 3 jobs to have a hobby as much as I love this one. Yeah, I don't really count this one as a job though. This is a thing. Like the daily content was always meant to be like a one-off. One December, a few years ago, I just thought, right, I know what I'll do. It was 3 years ago, I think. I'll just make a video every single day for December as kind of like an advent calendar type thing. And I did that. And afterwards, I had so much more content still for January that I thought, right, just carry on. And then I haven't stopped. So, yeah, it does mean that on my day off, on the Saturday, yeah, I do quite a few videos, put it that way. I think I did about 9 videos today. And then there's this live stream for 3 hours. It's a lot of time to talk. It is. It's a lot of time to talk. Daily dose. Your daily dose of Super Saiyan, yeah. Yeah. In terms of the quality of videos as well, I know I've been uploading videos in 4K. I've decided to stop that because it was just taking a lot of space. Because obviously I back up my videos, but it was taking a lot of space, and it was taking a little bit longer to upload. So I might just keep the 4K ones for like special. Yeah, doing a 4K video of like shoulder pads for 3 minutes is not ideal. So I might keep the 4K ones for like Primark reviews, or I don't know, character reviews, something like that. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know what my battery is at, but I might have to put the charge in. Yeah, no worries, Sampler, no worries. Yeah, it's yeah, I don't really know about mental state. I guess I don't really have time to reflect that hard. I guess it's all right for me to continue doing this. I just keep moving. I think that's the secret. If you keep moving mentally, you can just go from one thing to another. If you stay still, then your brain wants to dwell on things, and it wants to pull you back and make you live in the past. And you know, there's no point in that. If you live in the past, then you can't change the past. So why are you wasting your kind of present, and maybe even your future, on still living in the past? Yeah, it's just keep moving forward. Always keep moving forward until you stop. Like, that's what I would say anyway. That's probably why a lot of my models that I haven't built or painted don't get to me, because, like, you know, I know I'm constantly doing things. I know I'm constantly working on things, so I am making a big dent in that. Yeah, we kind of went off on a mental health tangent there, but I know that this hobby in the community is very good for that. You know, even if it just gives you someone to talk to, just like-minded people, even if you're just arguing about prices or rules, you know, it's still interaction, isn't it? It's still... Okay, I think that's the best I can do for cleaning up the cape. There was some slippage sort of in there, and I've scraped and I've filed and I've done my hardest there to try and, you know, other than like putting green stuff in and then remolding it, I can't. This helmetless head is going over there. We've just got to finish the axe, glue them together, and then we're all good to go. Thank you, Creaseman. I appreciate the support. Thank you for that. Will there be any Blood Angels videos soon? No. I'm like six legions, six legions, and covering new releases is my limit. You know, I'm not a massive fan of the Blood Angels kits that they released. None of them really appeal to me. So I'm not going there. Other than Knight Sanguinius and maybe the jump pack Contemptor, I much prefer like the models from the other legions. Sorry to say. I think I better just put my charger in, because otherwise the stream might end quite quick and we wouldn't want that. So easy for me to get carried away with whatever I'm talking about. Right, here we go. My voice is probably going to sound a little bit different now, but... Right, good. We now have some juice in the camera, so that's good. Yeah, this axe is huge, guys. It really is. Make sure you get rid of the flash in these crevices. Okay, so we're almost there. This might take you the longest out of everything to clean, I would think. There's lots of like hidden slippage zones. I've coined them. Try not to break these spikes off. nice and pointy. There are quite a few pointy parts to Death Guard now and again, especially the helmets, you know, in places. Pointiest Legion? Don't know about that. Maybe. I like that even then, the axes or whatever, the grips are kind of makeshift and gnarled and used. Yeah, like look at these mould lines. I say mould lines, slippage. Okay, yeah, this is the trickiest bit, I'd say. Trying to clean up the slippage here. Without doing that and scaring everybody. And dropping this piece. Oh. Good job I didn't catch it when I dropped it, isn't it? Otherwise, someone would be calling me an ambulance. You're an ambulance. Okay. Okay, I think we're almost there with this one. So the thing that will take your most time is the cleanup on this axe, as I've said before. Everything else is... The arm with the articulation needed a bit of work, but it's this axe that you want to be spending your most time on, I'd say. Brilliant. So just got this here to do, and that, and a little bit in there. You're always finding areas that you need to clean up better. Oops. Problem is this blade is too sharp now, so it's just taking off a wafer thin piece, whichever side I go from. It's quite annoying. There we go. Let's clean that up a bit. I think that's just done. Will you be doing an unboxing of the new Death Guard HQs? Yes, tomorrow and Monday. Definitely. I've recorded the videos. They've been, I say, edited, and they are ready to go for tomorrow and Monday. Also, the new Predator. And because I've pretty much finished this one and Corswain tonight, it means that their reviews will be out quicker. I'm going to try and get them out a bit quicker, but they won't be until after the Warhammer Imperium first looks, which are already a couple of days overdue. Okay, I'm happy with the axe. It's brilliant. Let's put them together. I have no idea. I mean, I'm just going to put the... I'm just going to put that in as is. Yeah, I think that'll just go in. I don't think I need to do anything else with it. So, goes in quite nicely. This, I think, from the looks of it, goes like so. Perfect, like a glove. I like that. Love it when it's a tight fit. So we just put this on here, and then a little double on there, and then we'll just perfect. So that goes in like so. This thing, unfortunately, I've cut off the knobs, but we can kind of squeeze it in from underneath. So let's give this a crack. Does it? Kind of goes in a bit further back. Happy with that. That's good. That's in. This arm. That looks quite cool. I'm already enjoying that immensely. See, so like the actual build is only 5 minutes. It's just the preparation. And I might have a funny feeling that I'm supposed to put these in before. Oh, no. Okay, all right. Oh, you're going to need some green stuff, I'll tell you that. Yeah, that probably is going to need some green stuff, or something needs to be done about that. But that will work. I will hammer that in, as always. There's actually a cut out there for the whatever it is. So let's. I'm trying to think of the contact points really. I guess there's one there. There's one there. So that fits in there. Okay, right, there's a few contact points, brilliant. So, what is that? Is that actually just a rivet? I mean, it looks like a rivet, but it's supposed to go into that hole. You know what, I'm going to cut that off. And then we're going to put some glue on there, glue on here, glue all this area, and then smash that on. Oh, you could even glue this bit. Good idea, super. Then that will go in that socket there, and we'll just kind of move it around a bit so it takes that. Oh, you can't force it too much though. Yeah, once it's in, it's in. It's pretty solid once it's in, as you'd expect. So, next thing, just the amazing axe to go on there, and it's not bent, so that's good. So we'll put that on, and then we'll glue them to the base, and then we are complete. I'm quite happy with that this evening. A nice live stream. Thank you so much for all your questions and things. So pleased that I've managed to make 2 minis. Instead of just Corswain. Now already I'm not happy with the way that's sitting in there. No. No, not happy at all. And this is where I'm using the new blade to take out super glue, and then I end up damaging this blade. Why won't that go in there flush? That's a bit annoying. Maybe I should not have put his arm on before I attempted this dry fit. I mean, it looks fine there. Oh yeah, well from the back it doesn't look too bad either. Alright. Just making this hole as wide as I can. Okay, that's my final offer. Right, let's pop this in and pop him on his base. Okay, brilliant. Oh, this guy's so hench. This guy's swole. Excellent, love it. Okay, there we go. My swole Death Guard, Praetor. Shame he hasn't got a scenic base, but it's fine. Oh, this guy. He's so cool. Look at him. He's amazing. Look at the size of the axe. Proper big boy, this one. You do not want to mess with this dude. He would take you out. I like him. I'm probably going to prefer him to the standard one, you know. I prefer him to the plastic one already. Yeah, it's just what my Death Guard needed. Yeah, really, really cool. Get these feet on level plane. Right, yeah, very, very nice mini, that one. Can't wait to build this dude, of course. I don't think he'll be as fun as this this Praetor though. And that's pretty much it for my live stream today. I will be I will be back on Wednesday for like a couple of hours where I'll either build the Praetor or the Sabre. Probably the Praetor actually. I'll save him to Wednesday, and we'll just build him. I've got all of his pieces ready, but what I'll probably do is just snip them off the gates and things. So yeah, thank you ever so much for joining me this evening for these 3 hours. Hope you have a great day tomorrow. There'll be the unboxing of the Death Guard, Praetor and Terminator armor tomorrow. So I hope you enjoyed that. And thanks for all the support. And if I don't see you before Wednesday, then have a good one. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.